All right, it's time for my second game of the day. This one is by Montax. I'm still catching up with these setups, but here you go. Check this one out. This one is Darren Cross and auctioning Shrink Tech to the highest bidder. So stuff from the Marvel Studios Ant-Man and the Wasp set. The villains are Cross Technologies and Tardigrade as the henchmen. For our heroes, we have Ant-Man, Goliath, and Wasp. And then the hero for the special setup, which we'll talk about in a moment, is Stature. Now there's some special rules here. Montax says I can't use any officers, I can't use any sidekicks, and I can't use any Madam Hydra. I think that's supposed to keep going. No new recruits or anything. I wasn't going to use those anyway. But basically, for my purposes, no officers and no sidekicks. So I'm going to have to go with the heroes that I've got in the HQ. Luckily, the solo rule will let me tuck some heroes as well. I haven't played this scheme more than once, I think, so it's going to be a good time. Again, if you're in the chat, put an exclamation setup to see this at any time. Or if you're watching this after the fact, check the description in the YouTube video to see that. Okay, our mastermind today is Darren Cross. Let's put him up here. So Darren Cross has 8 attack plus Bank Crocker is 6. His Master Strike is Darren Cross double crosses each player that he transforms. I like to keep suspenseful, so I'll transform him when it's time for him to transform into Yellow Jacket. Let's get his tactics off to the side. And look at our scheme. Our scheme is auction Shrink Tech to highest bidder. We got 11 twists in this one. Set aside 14 cards of a random extra hero that has any side-changing cards as Shrink Tech. I got Stature up here off screen. Twist. Stack this twist next to the scheme as a hostile bid. Reveal a random hero from the Shrink Tech. This turn you may recruit that hero, but it costs 1 recruit more for each hostile bid. If you recruit it, either KO that hero or choose any player to gain it. If you don't recruit it by the end of this turn, stack it next to the scheme as controlled by arms dealers. EVO wins when 8 Shrink Tech cards are controlled by arms dealers. Just for space purposes, I have that down here as a, or is it down here as a Shrink Tech sold out of 8. So I got to be careful there. I'm going to have to make sure I build up enough recruit so that I can meet that. And again, most of you say I'm going to win this one. And thank you for coming back after I had to end this stream due to tech difficulties, but I appreciate you coming back. So I got a lot more Legendary to play tonight. Okay. I think I have to make sure this is working. I have to do this one more time. Okay. All right, turn 1's happening. I got to fill up my HQ before I can start with that, though, and my starter cards. 3, 4, 5, 6. In the HQ, we have Wasp by Electric Sting, Goliath Growth Industry, Tiny Wing Justice Wasp. We have the Divided Goliath, and we have Right of the Ants Ant-Man. You did. Thank you very much for doing that. Okay, cool. I can build a pretty good tech deck with what I've got here. I'm looking forward to doing that, but let's go to the villain deck. First card from the villain deck is Shrink Experiments from Cross Technologies. Since Snatch Cat is here in the chat, I gotta say, any alt art you see for stuff from the MCU sets is from Snatch Cat, so excellent stuff. Thank you so much for making those. Shrink Experiments, size-changing tech and fight. A hero in the HQ loses all size-changing abilities, then gains size-changing tech this turn. Snatch Cat was chatting with me a little bit on this set in particular, and there's some really abstract stuff in here. So to find enough images to fit properly is tricky, and I think he did a really great job. Not that I don't enjoy playing with the the movie stills either, because it's about the mechanics. But I figured it was fun to do for a platform where I'm displaying the game, to have them be art as well. Okay, what did you do? What did you do, Montax? With this setup? I'm gonna wait to hear it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I forgot to put the tardigrades in the city again. I don't know when I'm gonna remember to do that. Anyway, we got a covert one and we got a ranged one. I just did something wrong. But both times I caught it before I was going to affect anything. Oh, no worries. Okay. I've got 2 attack. Let's look at the tardigrades real quick, because why not? This is a fun one to help get the art for. What was this from, Snatchcat? Was it from a Guardian? Or it was from a Captain Marvel comic, right? It was a giant space tardigrade, or were they shrunk down? I forget how that worked. Anyway, a microscopic size changing triple covert goes down by 2 attack for every covert I play, and fight KO one of your heroes. Yeah, it's going to be real interesting to see some of those DC characters mixed with Marvel. And DC and Marvel doing crossover comics right now, so they're kind of beating Legendary to it, even though they did that back in the day, too. All right, let's go my recruit options. So we've got Bioelectric Sting Wasp. It's 1 attack, and you get +2 attack with a covert superpower. I think it was a Captain Marvel comic. Oh! I thought this was on purpose, Montax, mixing the comic ones with the MCU ones. I hope this is okay. I kind of like it this way. Comic heroes versus MCU enemies. Yeah, we did. I think we had to take out the speech bubble and stuff and add a leg into the tardigrade. But, and then we went back and forth on the background, but I really like how they ended up with the different colors matching the hero class that you need, like Predator X. No problem. Okay, and we also got the divided card. Let's see if my divided card button works today. Hey, it sure does. I got Brilliant Biochemist, Massive Warrior, so 2 recruit size-changing tech, or 2 attack size-changing strength. And then finally we have this card, Ride the Ants, draw a card, 1 attack. It's a very good card. This is bugging me. I have to keep the recruit down here because this is where the HQ is. I think that's what's throwing me off. What do y'all think I should take first? I really am stumped. I have all good options. I think the divided cards are going to go a long way with the tardigrade, but there's only going to be 4 of them total. And I need a lot of recruit for the scheme. So having that versatility is very, very good. And I can get all of these cheaper later. Every single one. So I'm going to start off by going with the divided card. I think that's my best course of action here. It's just a hunch. Oh, and I got the same card, replacing it. Would you look at that? Okay, I'm moving my stream deck a little closer because I'm not zoomed out anymore. For those that didn't catch it, it was the zoomed out camera that was the culprit on the last stream. I have to figure out how to optimize that. I don't know what changed. Okay, we got a scheme twist here. Okay, we have our first hostile bid. So, you know what? I should change scheme twist played to hostile bids. That'll be a bit more clear. Because that's what they are. Hostile bids. Okay. Perfect. Reveal a random hero from the Shriek tech. That's going to be one of her uncommons. If you use this turn, you may recruit that hero. I'm not going to be able to do it, even with size changing. If you recruit it, either KO that hero or choose any player to gain it. If you don't recruit it by the end of this turn, stack it next to the steam as controlled by arms dealers. So yeah, I cannot afford Stature there. So unfortunately, arms dealer is going to get that piece of tech. I do get to tuck a hero to the bottom. Don't really have a good guide to what I should do, so I'm going to tuck this Bioelectric Sting Wasp card. Oh, we got Pim Particles. This is one of the 10th anniversary cards I actually have sleeved in play. I can't recall where this exact one came from, but apologies. Maybe this one came from Kyle and Ollie. Look at this. It's so shiny. Okay, anyway. Enough staring at shiny objects. Let's keep going. 4 recruit, 2 attack. What's going to go best with the divided card I already took? Probably the same divided card. Or I should wait because now I have tech and strength to size changing recruit that one. Maybe I should mix things up a little bit and I should take Tiny Winged Justice so I can use size changing covert a little. Or I should just go for all tech. Hello, hello. I'm going to lean into tech, I think. But I need that recruit. I'm gonna lean a little more into tech, because if I draw enough cards, I'll have enough recruit. And Ant-Man is very good if I can keep taking these cards. And that's gonna be the end of my turn, so unfortunately, because of the scheme, I was not able to do what I needed to do and recruit the hero. So it gets stacked next to the scheme as controlled by arms dealers. Basically, I'm calling that shrink tech sold for some reason. So that's 1 out of 8 I'm allowed. But let's keep going. We push forward. By the way, the Mastermind, I should be updating him. He's got Bank Conqueror 6. He's at 14. As long as the bank is occupied. So there we go. On to turn 3 in just a moment. Oh, I got the divided card right away. That can help me with some recruits. Turn 3 gives us another twist, back-to-back twists. Wasting no time. Okay, we got our second hostile bid. Random hero from the shrink tech is... Alright, this is doable, especially with the size changing. I can actually just do this. There's no reason why I can't do that. Alright, unfortunately it costs 1 more for each hostile bid. Hold on, I forgot about that part. That's actually a 7. So I need 5 recruit. I am short 1. Oh, that's not good. Stature is strength and tech, so I need tech to help with recruiting shrink tech. That is true. And just like this turn. But it's not going to help me. Unfortunately. Because look, yeah, my max recruit is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where I'm at. Right now I got to figure out a hero to tuck for the solo rules of tucking a hero that costs 6 or less. Yeah, I'm going to have to lean into that strength and tech just to maximize my chances, so I feel like I'm ignoring a Wasp here, but she's going to have to go again. And she just come back. Because of course she did. Yeah, so this costs 7 right now. Let me actually do this, so it's more clear. Now I gotta figure out what to do with Goliath. So I could play 2 attack, which would give me 5 total attack. Which would let me hit any of these villains. If I turn it to recruit, that's 4 total. But I can size changing the divided card and get that as well. So let's play Massive Warrior for 2 attack this turn. Which again will give me 3, 4, 5 attack. And 2 recruit. 1, 2. I knew Illuminati Beast to do very, very well. Which is another hero you'd have to specify which version. Does the Evil One's condition say 3 or 8? It says 8. When 8 shrink tech. It's, yeah. Pretty sure it's supposed to be 8, right? And that makes sense because they get more and more expensive over time. And you got 11 twists. Is this, yeah, it's just not very clear on the screen, I know. Okay. So I should probably fight the most expensive thing I can, the Shrink Experiments. Size changing tech, which means this costs 2 less to fight. It's going to cost 4, and I have, because I played my tech. Oh no, I played my strength. I forgot. Because I played the strength side, this no longer gets size changing. That's fine, I still want to fight something. So I still have to play it, otherwise I wouldn't be able to hit the Tardigrade at all. Because I don't have the classes they're asking for. Yeah, on this one, there's just so much tech on that one. So much text on that one. It's hard to see. Maybe it's just the angle it's at. That's a little better. There's a little fold in the playmat literally right here. So I'll try to make it. I gotta iron this playmat. You gotta make it a little closer. Anyway, let's hit a tardigrade. Let's hit the one in the bank so he loses his conqueror just in case nothing else comes in. Let's fight it for 4 straight up. Fight KO one of your heroes. Let's go ahead and do that. And I feel like I should be KOing troopers right now. I need to recruit, especially because I'm gonna fail this here. So I have 2 recruit left. And I can take the divided card because size changing strength or tech would have worked here. So that's for me. And we'll end the turn, which means that I have to stack this stature next to the scheme. That's my second shrink tech sold. The first two is not great. That's not a great sign. It's only gonna get harder as I go on. Oh, that's not a great hand at all. Okay, turn 4. A Master Strike. Okay. Master Strike. Darren Cross double crosses each player. Now, double cross is absolutely a mechanic I need to remind myself on because that's been a while. I have to type in double, otherwise it's going to look up cross-dimensional rampage. There we go. Each player reveals their hand and discards one of their highest cost doubles. A card that's the same cost as another card in your hand. Well, it's all 0. I'm pretty sure this does count zeros, so I'll discard the Trooper. And, yep, now he's going to transform into his other side. Let's watch the magic here. He is now Yellow Jacket. Mastermind transformed. Microscopic size changing, tech and tech. This is not Legendary Glee, they're not going to make that. Master Strike, each player discards an Instinct hero or size changing hero or gains a wound. And then Yellow Jacket transformed. This is Master Strike. He's at 12 attack. I do have some tech. Maybe I can make that work. Oh my god, Legendary encounters Glee. Well, let's take a full price tech card. Growth Industry. Side changing tech and then tech draw a card. Sure. We'll take the full price. Why not? And another divided one. I need to redo my buttons on my Stream Deck because a lot of the functions I don't really use that much. But I'm afraid that I've built up muscle memory for where they are, even though I can free up some real estate. Do my keyword toggles here still work? I'm kind of curious. What happens if I press that? Oh, they do work. I have to update my keyword toggles. There's a lot of things I gotta update. I'm happy to be back streaming here. Alright, another twist! Well, I have 4 recruit and a tech card, so there's a chance. Stature has that really cheap card in there. So let's see what the next card is. Wait, that's the tactics. This is... Okay, it's her most expensive card. Come on! So this one, it costs 11. I can't even use my D8 for it. I can't afford this. I can't afford this stuff. Okay, well. No sense of complaining. I gotta tuck a hero, though, for the twist. Wasp is going away again. Not making it easy for me. Alright, let's draw. Oh, 1 more recruit. That'll surely help me. So I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 recruit. And 2 attack. Yeah, sorry, sorry, Cassie, you're on your own for this one. Once again, I can get a full... oh, actually, I have tech. So I can reduce Growth Industry down to 3. Pim Particles. It's going to be at 7 this turn. Can't quite take that, but I really do want to take it. Lore accurate cost. Yes. And I don't even have any strength cards, so she's at full 11 no matter what. Let's take another Growth Industry, but I should be taking some strength cards too for, you know, reasons like that. Oh, and okay, rare Wasp too. Everything everywhere is just getting way too expensive. Also in Legendary. Oh yeah, I had a tech. I forgot. That leaves me with 2 left. Cool, so I can get a sidekick out of that. So let's get a sidekick. But look, if I look at the sidekicks, there aren't any. So I'm just gonna pay extra money for it. I guess I could take this too. So I'll take the divided card. Thank you for that catch. Oh, and this is my new hand, huh? That's pretty good. So we are on to... Oh, and I got a stack Stature over here. So that's going to be a third Shrink Tech. I failed 3 out of 3. Perfect track record of failure. But this hand is pretty good, so let's keep going. Turn 6. Another twist. Now this one has to be one of the cheap ones, right? It's going to be... Okay, good. It shrank to nothing. So that's going to cost 6 minus 2, so 4. I can afford that. Thank goodness. It's probably the only time that's going to happen, though. So let's begin here. Starting with Brilliant Biochemist, 2 Recruit, and I've played Attack, which means once I play Growth Industry, I get 2 attack, and I get to draw a card. And then I've got a bunch of 1, 2 attack, up to 4, and then 3, 4, 5 Recruit. Let's look over to Shrink to Nothing. So there are 4 hostile bids. This should be at 6. Size changing tech minus 2, so it's only going to cost 4 effectively. Thank you, Deadeye. I'll recruit it. And that piece of Shrink Tech can't be sold. Also, for 4 attack, I can hit another Tardigrade, or the Shrink Experiments, I do have size changing tech. So I will actually fight this. And this is fight. A hero in the HQ loses all size changing abilities, then gains size changing tech this turn. Ooh, I kind of want to save that for something else. By the way, Pin Particles this turn, I didn't even look. I played 2 tech cards, so it was at 5 recruit, but I needed to get Cassie. And Scott probably prefers that I would save her first anyway. Let's fight the Tardigrade for full attack and KO one of my heroes. Let's do more troopers. And move on after a fresh shuffle. What do you guys think of the better look at the Doctor Doom playmat we saw? I'm a big fan of playmats that aren't so busy. One like this is probably the busiest I want a playmat to be, with maybe some larger characters in the back. I see a lot of custom mats that I really I understand the passion behind them, but there's different art everywhere, not just in the spaces, but all over the place, and they're very, very busy. I think less is more when you have a game where the cards are the art gallery in the first place. But it looks really good. They probably had to go through some serious approval for that, and I'm glad. I'm glad they took the effort. Okay, turn 7. Cross the security detail. While the backside of a Mastermind is face up, this villain gets +2 attack and escape. Each player discards a card. Fight K1 of your heroes. By the way, I did get confirmation because folks were unsure. This does count Epic Masterminds because it is the backside of the Mastermind cards. Not just Transform Masterminds, this works on Epic ones too, which I think is very cool. So right now, because we're on the Yellow Jacket side, this has +2 attack and escape. Each player discards a card. I like to see more of those because, you know, people use Epic Masterminds more often. I've lost my water. Okay, there it is. The art design of the new core in general. Did you, Jiggly's Pop, did you check out, I posted 4 links to the artist pages of all 4 artists that they've revealed are working on the set. One of them is Noel Grego, who's done a bunch of legendary art. The other one is, yeah, of course, I'm really, I love that they posted who those are. Actually, I'm gonna take a little tangent. I want to show you the artist because I think it's really cool. And then I'll get back to the game, I promise. And they're from all over the world too, which is pretty cool. Actually, 2 of them are from South America. So check this out. Quick departure to look at some art. I hope you won't mind. So this is the work of Patrick Brown. He's one of the artists for... Let me actually zoom out on here because I'm already... He's one of the artists for Core 2nd Edition. He's new to Legendary, but he's done a bunch of promo art for Marvel Animation and stuff. And look at all this. This Doom art is like, oh, this seems like I'm guessing he's done a lot of Fantastic Four here. He might do the Doom art for 2nd edition. I look forward to seeing that. Very cool stuff. This is Noel Grego's art. And he's done a lot of Legendary before. Some of his Legendary on this page. And he did a lot of Marvel Masterpiece. Yeah, there's some Messiah Complex stuff. He's done, and Realm of Kings. I think the new Hawkeye is him. Then we have Simone Ragazzoni from Italy. If you recognize this style, Simone did art for the 2099 set, which includes Spider-Man, Doom, and Ghost Rider 2099. It's not on here, but he's done that and a lot of other cool stuff. This art is cool, the perspective with Iron Fist. And then finally, Ryan Smallman, who is also new to Legendary. But if you saw the Spider-Man renditions cards, Doc Ock and the Sinister groups, he did that art too. So that was his contribution and probably some more stuff. So some really cool artists are all working on the... have all worked, it's already done. Have worked on the 2nd edition project. Really cool all-star dream team of artists. Anyway, thank you for indulging me in that departure, but I'm really hyped about all the art. Okay, so I revealed across the security detail, and now I get to play some cards. I got a decision to make. So I've got Brilliant Biochemist and Massive Warrior, and all of them. Yeah, what I love about the Upper Deck art team is they look for people whose styles fit the vibe of those characters. Plus, they care about like demographics and things. Both artists for the Black Widow set are female artists, so I just think it's pretty cool. They sought out a couple female comic book artists to do a Black Widow set, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, if they do those masterpieces that they sell, they're pretty expensive, but that would be cool. There was an entire Marvel Masterpieces line that Noel Grego did on his own. Yeah, on his profile, he primarily does art for Upper Deck. That's his main, contracted art for Upper Deck. That's his main thing. Yeah, 1000%. I really dig the style of the new officers and troopers. I'm looking forward to using those. Anyway, all right, so I can go for big recruit this turn. I can go for 2, 4, 6. Put them all together. I can go 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 recruit. To get pin particles, if I play those 3 techs, I'm gonna go down from 9 to 7 to 5 to 3. Oh yeah, that was all. Messiah Complex was entirely Noel Grego. He did all the art for it, and he's doing 2nd edition, or he's one of the artists in 2nd edition. So if I do that, 6, 7, 8, that means I could get pin particles for 3. I have 5 left over. Maybe I don't need to do all that. If I play 2 of these, he'll be at 5, and I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I can go 1, 2, 3. I won't be able to hit anything anyway. This will go down from 6 to 4. So I might as well just do plan A. I'll play all 3 recruit, why not? 2, 4, 6. And then pin particles goes down by 6, so it's at 3. I'm gonna go ahead and recruit it for 3. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. I pressed the wrong button. Watch this. He flew out of the microverse or the quantum realm or whatever we're calling it right now. Giant Ego. Ooh, I like this one. Also, size changing text. It actually cost 4, but I can't take it now. I've got 1 recruit left, and I got 2 recruit left, and I've got 1 attack. I wish I could take it, but I can't. And there's no sidekicks available, so that's going to go to waste. But worth it, I think. Oh yeah, I do have 5. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I took it for 3. I took it for 3. Yeah, so I do have 5 left. Thank you. That's even better news because now I can take Giant Ego. Plus 1 attack for each extra card I drew this turn. I can't take Being Big is Best because that's size changing strength. But let's go ahead and pick up Giant Ego for 4. I'm just yammering on too much and not keeping track of numbers. This is a numbers game. I gotta keep track of numbers. Okay. On turn 8. And, ooh, I forgot this was in here. The ambush scheme. Ambush. This scheme captures bystanders equal to the number of players plus 1 as Pimtech scientists. I have not used ambush schemes in so long, I forget if they enter the city and push. I don't think they do. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's like a trap, right? Oh no, it just goes next to the scheme. It's not a villain, so it doesn't enter the city first. Pretty darn sure. All right, let's do the thing. Captures bystanders equal to the number of players plus 1 as Pimtech scientists. That's going to be 2. Yeah, I don't think they do. So I'm going to capture Officer Jim Paxton, which is appropriate for this one, and a standard bystander. 2 Pimtech scientists. Special rules: once per turn, you may pay 3 recruit or discard a card with size changing. If you do rescue a Pimtech scientist and draw a card, if you rescue the last scientist to defeat this scheme, twist. And there are 6 twists left, 7 twists left. If you do rescue a Pimtech scientist, yeah, blah, blah. Twist. This captures another Pimtech scientist. Then if it has 3 or more scientists, each player discards a card. It's not so bad, but I'll still try to do it. So let's put the scheme over here. It's not really in the bridge, but nobody's in there right now, and I have precious little real estate. And there you go. Now let's see what I can do with all that. Starting with Ride the Ants. 1 attack. Drawing a card. I got Goliath Growth Industry. 2 more attack. And I draw a card. And I got 4th attack. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 recruit. 4 and 5. The bridge is so small now. Okay, so I can pay 3 recruit to discard a card with size changing if I do rescue Pimtech scientist. I've already played the cards with size changing, so I'm not going to do that. And do I want to take anything back? I already drew a card, so I can't take anything back after Growth Industry, so that's out of the question. However, I can fight Shrink Experiments for 4. Exactly. I can give something here size changing tech. If I give it to Being Big is Best, I can recruit it. And it would give me a strength, and it's a pretty good card. 3 attack, and then you get +1 attack for each other card you play this turn that costs 4 or more. I think I like that plan. So let's fight Shrink Experiments for 4, thanks to size-changing tech. And let's give Being Big is Best size-changing tech. And now that it has it, I can reduce the cost from 6 to 4. So I'm going to go ahead and spend 4 to recruit it. Okay. All right. And refill. It's weird because I'm not doing anything during these streams, but sitting here and talking and moving cards around. I'm sitting in a chair the whole time. But man, do streams make me hungry. And the longer the streams go on, I am like ravenous after this goes for like 3-4 hours. Maybe it's all the talking. Okay, turn 9 is a Tardigrade. This is another ranged one. I didn't look at which ones went into the deck before I put them in there, but there you go. Okay. Here we go. Shrink to nothing. Size changing tech. Not apply. Draw a card, tech get +1 attack. I gotta play one before the other. And at least in video games, you can go focus on the side mission and then come back to the main quest. These happen at the same time, but I get that. I guess I'm used to you all giving me very complicated setups. So I have to tackle those anyway. Alright, so Growth Industry. I can discard this to get one of those bystanders. Let's see what I want to do, though. Attack-wise, I've got 2. And recruit-wise, I've got 3. So 3 would be enough to take Goliath there, but I also do have the Ambush scheme to worry about before it gets too crazy. So I think I'm gonna actually do it. Once per turn, I can do one or the other. So I can discard Goliath, and then also have 3 recruit to get the divided card. I think that's what I want to do. Oh, you mean this? Okay, back to this. So I'm gonna actually discard Goliath, which is a card with size changing, to rescue a Pimtech Scientist. I can do both, actually. I'll rescue the bystander and I'll draw a card. Draft Patrol's here. I'll play them. I'm actually going to do this again. I'm going to spend 3 recruit to get the second one. I'll rescue the Pimtech Scientist. So this happens first. You may defeat a henchman. Sure. I'll defeat the henchman. Oh, is it once per turn? That's the important part. You might not know this about me, but the important part of the cards are the part I'm least likely to read. Oh, I think what confused me is that once per turn you may pay 3 recruit or discard a card. Before I read it carefully, I thought you could do one or the other, but it's very clear you can only do one or the other. You can't do one or the other, even if they're different, because this is once per turn. Mike H., you were catching a lot of my mistakes today. By the way, I have a channel points reward. I think that's still active. That you can spend your points to make a very loud alarm go off. That'll remind me that I made a mistake, and I'll refund your points if you're correct. If you feel like using it. Although I made it expensive to prevent false alarms. All right. Well, since that's the case, I have 4 recruit again, and that's fine because I can. I should have taken Paxton over the standard one. I could have defeated the Tardigrade. I got 4 recruit. Let's go ahead and take Goliath here for 2. Because size changing reasons. And maybe something else will pop up I can take. Oh, Goliath's rare. Look, I already took the rare. Size changing strength, and then you get plus attack equal to the cost of another card you played this turn. And that's it. Why did I get the tardigrades that are the classes I don't have access to? I got the covert one earlier, but... Sometimes I feel like one of the reasons being physical board game streamer is more difficult than a video game is you can't accidentally stumble into breaking the rules in a video game. It won't let you, but you can easily make mistakes in games like this, and nobody's going to correct you unless they're in the chat. You know, the game's not going to stop me from doing the wrong thing. I know this very well. All right, twist time. I do have a pretty good hand, so I'm hopeful for this one. All right, growing confidence. Oh, this is good. I think maybe I can afford this. How much is this going to cost? All right, so this Cassie card costs 6 plus 5 instead of 11. I can reduce it to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus a card draw. Yes, you are. You guys are the video game mechanics. You're the rules of the game. Depending on what I draw, maybe I can do this. I have to draw 2 recruit. Tall order though. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. I have to tuck. I have 3 Wasp cards. I have to tuck one of them. Okay. I didn't ask for tooltips. All right. If I can draw... I'm going to have a lot of attack this turn, which is cool. All right. If I can draw 2 recruit, I'll be fine. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I drew 1 recruit. So I got 1, 2. And then, yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because she goes, I'm just going to give her 9 because I have size changing strength. I will this turn. So because I can't do that, Yellow Jacket, though, is going to go down from 12 to 10 and 10 to 8. Let's just go all in on fighting stuff this turn, I think. But I need one more tech to do this properly. I'm gonna do this. Thank you. I'm gonna play 1 Brilliant Biochemist. And then I'm gonna play 2 Massive Warriors. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna play Being Big is Best up to 8. And I get +1 attack for each other card you play this turn that costs 4 or more. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So I get up to 12 total attack. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. Yellow Jacket, because I did play 2 tech cards, is down from 12 to 10 and 10 to 8. So we're going to go down to 4. Whoa. And did I just bump this down? Did I have... How much recruit did I have? I only had 4. Yep. I'm going to hit the Mastermind right now. So let's do that before he Master Strikes on this side. I'd rather avoid that. Corporate Raider. Fight. KO one of your heroes with the recruit icon. Done. Thank you. Have a good night. I finished your setup already. And that was a fun one. And the bank is not empty, so that doesn't do anything. So, whoop, that doesn't transform because that's... Mastermind transforms back into himself as Darren Cross. Okay, he's back to 8 attack with Bank Conqueror 6. Means he's at 14 attack until I can clear the bank. With 4 attack, check out the security detail. They're back to 5. They were at 7 before. I can also fight the Tardigrade. So let's take the Tardigrade out and KO a hero. It's going to be the other shield agent I have because I don't want to get rid of the other stuff. And I have 4 recruit left. Goliath is at 6. But that's not enough. So I'm going to go ahead and take the other divided card here. Yeah. I had to make a call there. All right. Yep, I played the tech. And yeah, I could have spent the 3 extra recruit to get Jim Paxton, but I think there's one more Tardigrade. I can wait until that happens, unless I want to get rid of it earlier, but I might just want to get rid of it earlier. All right. There's the rare. It might be. Either way, I can't do anything with it. Oh, the card that was entered. Oh, I mean that last turn. I already moved on. So I'm going to move on because I didn't technically break a rule by not recruiting it, but I think you were right. So I should have been able to recruit that. It's my fault for rushing. Turn 11. Another twist. Oh, by the way, this Cassie should be stacked, and that's a 4th Shrink Tech sold. Do not have a lot of recruit this turn, so I don't like my odds for whatever this is. All right, it's her divided card. Yeah, that's not great. So this is not going well for me with the Cassie cards I'm pulling. So this is another 11 cost card. Not counting the size changing. I can see this being a bit easier with the microscopic size changing hero. We're gonna have to tuck another Wasp. I have not recruited a single Wasp card this entire game. Maybe I should have, because this would have helped. 2 recruit and draw a card. I could have drawn enough to recruit, but I didn't go that way. So Pim Particles here. Here when the HQ with no size changing abilities gets size changing tech this turn. I didn't realize this doesn't do anything because everything's got size changing. Except it gives me 5 attack. Yeah, I needed the ancient one in this one. Well, let's just try to hit the Mastermind fast enough before all the Shrink Tech is sold. How about that? That's my new plan. New plan is a brute force plan. Growth Industry, 2 more attack and draw a card. It's the Giraffe Patrol agents. And then I'll play Giant Eagle right now. I drew 1 extra card this turn. Actually, I can draw 1 more card by rescuing Jim Paxton. So I'm going to hold off on Giant Ego for a sec. I'm going to play... Yep, I'm going to keep my 7 attack. 1, 2, 3, 4 recruit. Let's go over to the ambush scheme. I'm going to pay 3 recruit to discard... instead of discarding a card with size changing. I'm going to rescue Paxton, even though I don't get to defeat a henchman because there aren't any. and draw a card. And I defeat the scheme, so that's some VP for me. I do like how the ambush schemes give you some extra VP. Not extra, because they're in the place of a villain. I drew being big is best, which is cool. So I'll play Giant Ego now, up to 9. Plus, I drew 2 cards extra this turn. The one from Goliath and the one from the ambush scheme. Move to 11. And then I'll play Being Big is Best, up to 14. This is great. Yeah, my brute force plan is working. And I played 1, 2, 3 cards that cost 4 or more, which gives me 3 more. I'm up to 17. I think I did that math correctly. Now, instead of hearing Darren cross for 6 extra, how many scheme twists? Probably. How many twists happened since it was out? I think, was it 2? Hold up. This is not a good night for me. I think it might have been. I think it was just 1 twist, actually. It might have been 1 or 2, honestly. I don't remember. That's the scheme. Let me go back to the ambush scheme real quick. Yeah, I might have cheesed it. I don't think 1. Okay, so let's do this. This is easy. This means it's still there. It wouldn't have caused me to discard a card. It would have never hit 3. So it's still there with Cypher. We're good. Thank you for that catch. Okay, so it's cheaper to take out the security detail in the bank and then hit Darren Cross. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're on the front side of the Mastermind, so it's only at 5 attack. I'm at 12. And the fight effect is KO one of your heroes. I'm very thankful for you all. This always happens when I stream after not streaming for a while. I gotta find time to do it more often. I get my mojo back, and not the one that gives you extra VP for bystanders. And let's go ahead and KO one of my standard agents. And now Darren Cross goes back down to 8. And there's no good reason why I shouldn't hit him in his face right now. For 8. Alright, protect my investments. If the bank is empty, I just cleared it. Each other player chooses a villain worth 2 VP or more from their victory pile. You choose one of those villains to enter the bank. Okay, well, it shrinks experiments or crosses security detail. It's going to transform. I'll put the shrink experiments in there. Alright, well, we'll take this tactic out real quick. And he's going to transform back into the Yellow Jacket side of things. So let's do that. I would have done it for flavor, but I'm doing it for function. I don't want it to have extra attack. But I should have done that for flavor points for sure. Okay, well, I got 4 attack left, and guess what I can do with 4 attack now that I've played a tech is I can actually hit shrink experiments. And it doesn't matter what I give side changing attack. I'll give it to Wasp. I'm not going to recruit anything. So we'll take it out for 4. That was easy. And the bad news, there's no final blow in this Mastermind, by the way, because of the transforming aspect. So, no, wait, what am I thinking of? That's an adapting Mastermind. There is a final blow on the transforming Masterminds. Absolutely. So I still have to get through 3 more before all the shrink tech is sold, because right now I couldn't save Cassie once again. So that's 5 out of 6 sold. So I'm probably going to fail all 3 more, so I basically have 3 more twists till the game's over. And we're only on turn 12, and there's another twist! Actually, I might be okay if I get another shrink to nothing. We will see. It is... Okay, so this shrink to nothing, it's Only 9. So because I have tech, I'm effectively going to make it a 7. I can afford 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a card draw. It all depends on this card draw again. So this 7 is with the size changing. Let's tuck another Wasp. I feel bad for tucking all those Wasp cards that had Recruit on them in card draw. Okay, well, and the Ambush Scheme, thank you. So another Pimtech Scientist is captured. All the energy that goes into remembering to remembering to tuck a hero after the twist makes me not have energy for the Ambush Scheme, so thank you. I gotta watch out for that too. So first things first, Brilliant Biochemist, 2 Recruit. Alright, there's no way I can manipulate top card of my deck here, so I'm just gonna have to hope. Whatever this card is, it has to have 2 Recruit for me to be able to save Cassie here. And Montax, you forgot your extra Recruit. Come on. Well, you all tried. I'm at 3, 4, 2 attack. I can't believe I can't even recruit Shrink to Nothing. The card. Well, I have a chance though. I don't actually. I was gonna discard a size changing card. To draw a card with. I guess that's my only shot. I could turn into a card draw chain, maybe. You know what? I'm gonna take a crazy risk, and actually it's not a crazy risk because I'm already failing right now. I'm gonna discard this to rescue a. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I could spend 3 Recruit. If I spend 3 Recruit, that's more than discarding a potential 2 Recruit. I'm sorry, that's the worst. And then Private Investigator, I can investigate for a card with a Recruit icon. Oh man, I should have not played Shrink to Nothing and drawn a card. I should have done the Ambush Scheme. Anyway, I'll discard that to rescue the Private Investigator. Then I get to investigate and then set up a draw or draw. This could give me the Recruit I need, in theory. Okay, so let me just double check the Ambush Scheme text. So we'll Cypher, we'll keep there. Okay, rescue Pimtech Scientist and draw a card. That's it. Alright, let's investigate for Recruit. 1, 2. I think I did it. So I'm going to draw this and put this back on top. Wow. And then I get to draw another card. Incredible. I actually get to do this one. So, Biochemist. I'm an 8 Recruit. This is the most expensive Shrink to Nothing ever. But I gotta do it. And remember, it's at 9 with 7 with size changing, so you can come home with me. Whew, that was cool. The Ambush Scheme saved me somehow. And I can't do anything else, so that's it. What a weird series of events. Okay, I haven't done a lot of deck thinning, but I've gotten other stuff, so that's helping. I already forgot about it. I forgot about it in a previous turn. Hi, and I forgot about it this turn. I'll recruit it eventually. I promise. I was so elated over that end of turn that I forgot to look at the HQ again. You're gonna have to forgive me. There's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff's going on right now. Okay, turn 13. I never do. Oh, another cross security detail. Okay, so they get the +2 attack right now because we're on the opposite side of the Mastermind. Alright, let's try to hit Yellow Jacket. I have enough tech, so I'm going to get size changing tech this turn. So he's effectively going to be an 8 attack if I play 2 tech, just to keep that in mind. And let's start playing some cards. 1 attack, draw a card. Growth Industry is 2 attack and draw a card. This is gonna be being big is best is gonna come in handy later. I just need enough attack to hit him. I need 8. So we're going to play a Massive Warrior. 4, 5. And that's going to be enough with being Big's Best. It's going to be more than enough. I'm trying to do the math on if I want to... Can I hit him twice? And nothing's in the bank. If Darren cross attack, it doesn't do that. I'm just going to get all attack. Maybe I can hit him twice. I have to with the way the scheme's going. So we're going to play another Massive Warrior for 2 more. I've already played enough attack to satisfy the effect. 8 attack. I got 1, 2 recruit. And then being Biggest Best is going to give me up to 11. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4 more. And 15 attack. With size-changing tech, Yellow Jacket is going to go down for 8. And 7 left. And the tactic is... Each hero currently in the HQ that has no size-changing abilities gains size-changing from one of its hero classes. Love that tactic. Doesn't do anything for me now. And he's going to transform with the bank empty, which is fantastic. Except I'm 1 attack short. I thought I was going to get there. But I have enough to hit the security detail and then some. So I'll do that. So they won't get pushed to the bank. So they just have fight KO one of your heroes for 5. So we'll take them out. And I gotta keep my attack. So again, I'll spare you, Montax. I'll KO the ones who aren't here. And all right, before I forget, risky science, risky business. I don't think that card's out. I did remember this time. Okay, so yeah, microscopic science changing tech and tech. I didn't play a 3rd tech. I'll play this as strength. So it costs 1. I could have gotten money back, but I'll still take it for 1. Okay, for 1. Maybe another one will come up. Nope, another being big. Why are some of the cards upside down? Why did I do that? We're in the negative zone now. I'll fix it later. Fix it in post. Alright, Hydra Arms Dealer. Fight, you get +2 recruit, usable only 2 recruit heroes with an attack icon. A little bit of a break from Twist. I'm happy to see that. Just all his movies. Is Tropic Thunder Tom Cruise going to be in that one? Alright, can I get 8 attack this turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's going to be 5. And a card draw, and then 6, 7, 8. That'll be just enough. Alright. We're going to go for all attack then. Massive Warrior 2. There are no Champions cards. It's all Ant-Man. Montax told me he meant to actually use the MCU Ant-Man cards, but I kind of like the mix. 2 more attack with another Massive Warrior. I don't get the attack. That's on purpose. I draw a card. And a Trooper. 5. Giant Ego is played. 6, 7. And 1 more attack for the 1 card I drew. And 1, 2. So we're going to hit the Mastermind for 8. Final tactic. Steal Pim Particles. Each other player, that's me, shuffles a covert, tech, or science-changing card from their hand or discard pile into the hero deck. This is a nasty one. What do I give him? Everything's great. I guess Stature is the most inconsequential. So I spent so much time rescuing her, and I'm going to shuffle her into the hero deck. A deck she was never in this entire game. So, there we go. She was in my, oh, she's not in my hand. I was thinking discard pile, but that was my in play, so it's got to be discard pile. Caught me on a technicality. Alright, I guess we're putting back Right of the Ants. Alright. I get a second to screw my brain on straight. Let's take this out. And only the final blow is left. The bank is still clear for now. And I checked, I can't recruit anything. And I can't rescue Cypher, even though he'd fit really well right at the cans. Oh, man. Well, my brute force go all in on hitting him as fast as I can has worked. I just got to do it one more time. I have the attack to do it unless he transforms right now. So we'll see what happens. Turn 15. Yellow Jacket prototype. Microscopic size changing, quadruple instincts, ambush. Oh yeah, he does. I forgot I hit a tactic. So yeah, he transforms. Mike H, I think your like error count is almost double digits on this stream at this point. So let's transform him into Yellow Jacket. Ambush, each player reveals an instinct hero or gains a wound, escape, same effect. Alright. This is what happens when I stop to think. Nothing happens. I have to find the balance again between thinking and talking. It's harder than you might think. Anyway, I think we're still good here. 5 attack, this does nothing else. 2 attack on Growth Industry, and I draw a card. I think Snatch Cat took some of it from the art books. Actually, fun story. I was trying to help him work on that for a long time, but the Ant-Man Quantumania art book kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed. So we couldn't use art from that, but some of them were from the other MCU art books, and that might have been from it. There's other concept art in some of the other cards, especially the Quantumania stuff for some of the for the Freedom Fighters, if you go look at those. All right, shrink to nothing. Draw a card. I got 1 attack for playing attack. Exactly. I'm gonna try to make 0 arrows on my last game, and then I'll maybe feel good about myself. Go up to 10 with Massive Warrior, and 11, and 3 recruit. All right, with 2 techs, the Mastermind is down to 8. I have 3 left over, and I can't hit anything else with that. But to maximize my VP, I'll spend my 3 recruit on rescuing this PIM scientist, which is actually Cypher. I caught you on that one. I am going to do that. And I take out the PIM technologies. I do draw a card. Second time. And, oh, divided card. Let's play another Massive Warrior. 13. I have enough for a little more VP. So let's go ahead and take out the Hydra Arms Dealer to give me 2 more recruit to recruit stuff, but I don't have any more recruiting to do. So just more VP for me. Down to 9. And that is going to be enough to hit the Mastermind one last time. Alright. Yellow Jacket is done. That is it. And we have won Game 2. Cosmic Cube. I win the Cosmic Cube. That was a close one. I didn't know how that was going to go. But it was about a 50-50 on the points. I didn't realize, but it was a win eventually. Apologies for all the errors in that game. But I do have one more game to play before the stream is over. We're moving back into some more classic cards. We're going to fight Strife. It's going to be a good one, though, so come on back if you're watching on YouTube. Thank you for watching, and hope you get to check out the next one. Oh, I guess I should count my VP for anybody who cares about that. I was so flustered by my tech errors last time, I forgot. In case you want to play this, too, and compare VP. So, turn 15, 3, 4, 5, 9, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19. I made the errors. You had the reminders. 25, 31, 37, 43, 49, and 51. 51 VP. Okay, now YouTube folks, I'll see you later.